Greetings, fellow traders. Bubble here, and it's time for the lunchtime market update for Friday, July the 10th, 2020. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's check and see where we are in the market here today. So SPX up 14 points here. Green month so far. The week's about to finish. They're trying to keep it green, so let's see if they can do it right here. We got over these levels, so we got a half a day left here, and see what they have in store for that. Daily chart, inside day so far. It's kind of a narrow range-ish type day, only range of the day is only 33 points. So that's actually not too bad, but still inside day compared to yesterday. Let's see. So very low volume so far on the day. So we're just kind of chopping around here, and you can definitely see it and feel it. But there's a couple names that are moving out there, which we'll take a look in a little bit. So we didn't really mess with SPY today. It was just too choppy, right? We had too many close levels. We did like the initial breakout this morning, but it really didn't give us any action into the open. So a lot of stuff just kind of pulled back this morning. Tech pulled back really hard. Let's take a look at the S&P futures here. Like I said, these are the levels that we provide to our members in addition to the SPX levels. They should pop up here in a second. So we call them signal zones, right? They give us these areas to work with. Really, really effective on the futures and for evaluating trading SPY options. And so this morning when we opened up, we opened between two levels, and that usually tells us we're going to chop. And don't forget, this morning too, we had this triangle. Now it's pretty interesting, right? We had a couple tweets out there, or conversation with the president saying that China trade deal's not going through and all that stuff, but really didn't really get a move off of it, right? About 30 minutes later, there's a little bit of a drop, but essentially at that point, it's already been digested and completely unrelated, right? So we're between a couple levels right now, so we're kind of chopping here into the afternoon. So we'll see where that takes us going into the close. What kind of shenanigans they have in store for us there. So we're going to see how these levels hold going into the afternoon here today. So in the meantime, though, let's take a look. We got MES here again, same stuff. I mean, we're kind of in a kind of a tight channel right here, just really, really choppy here this today. Again, it feels like a Friday. It is Friday, so it is what it is, that kind of stuff. But what was really interesting today was the Qs, right? Because today was a complete flip-flop, right? So the SPY was actually relatively strong. It wasn't beautiful, but it was relatively strong. Look at the Qs were weak this morning, right? So tech was going down. It was a complete opposite, and SPY was going up, and some other names were going up too, right? We saw UAL. Well, we've got a chart request for that one later. UAL was going up when that was going down. The banks were going up when they were going down on the charts, right? So we're seeing a lot of sector rotation, just a lot of reversal type stuff here today, and it made it really, really complex at the open. So those are the mornings where you just kind of got to watch, especially on a Friday, right, with the expirations on stuff. This is kind of the mornings you got to watch and kind of just wait, right? Wait for the best setup. So we'll take a look at some great setups that happen here today. IWM again kind of worked its way up here a little bit, like banks were strong, things like that. So a little bit choppy there on the upside, but had some strength on those. Apple again, that was choppy as well today too. We saw, I believe, let's see what we saw here. Okay, yeah, so we just came off of an inside 15 here. We got just really, really choppy in these ranges, and we're just triangulating most of the day. So not much on Apple. However, Tesla started to make a move, right? We had an inside day yesterday on Tesla, right? We know how important those levels are. And then we got this little bit of a burst from the lows today, which is nice, kind of worked its way back up. And then it gave us this nice triangulating pattern right here. And then gave us an inside 15 at the ADMA, and that triggered this really nice breakout here, right? So we got this beautiful move, push through to all-time highs, and then just obviously like Tesla likes to do, just squeeze. All this is like squeezing out shorts, right? And then of course bulls piling in too. So but really, really amazing stuff there in Tesla. So good job on that one. We have members that did quite well on that today, which is good. So Netflix is another one. So Netflix had a rough little open right here. It was strong pre-market, had an upgrade, right? Don't forget this thing has been on an earnings run. We had our pre-market channels here too going into, so it's generally bullish, but the pullback was viable, right? It just held these pre-market levels here, held the 15 orb low, and then it kind of worked its way off there, gave you an inside 15 right at the 15 orb high, and then rode up the ADMA to the upside, right? So a nice move there on Netflix today. So JP Morgan was another one. Members did well in here this morning too. So JP Morgan just strength at the open, right? Then pause for a little bit, another move up, a little bit sloppy action. Bank of America was another one. So, but just take a look at those on those. And then another one that we traded here today too was Space. We like kind of this sideways, cup-ish type handle pattern right here that broke out. So we were able to catch this breakout through the 15-hour high day and got a nice trade on that one intraday for a fun flat Friday trade. LVGO, a couple chart requests out there. This thing's been super duper strong. It had a big breakdown here with some big volume intraday, but it's holding up on the daily chart, right? So it's still holding 50% of that range of that prior candle, but a nasty little sell-off on that one as the algos were getting tired of holding the 15 order low, right? So another one that gave a good move today that some of our members did well on as well was Disney. Right, so Disney gave a nice pop here, if we can get the chart pulled up right here. So a nice follow through from yesterday's candle, gave a nice move. So that was a good job there. BABA is another one. Lower shadow right there, but a nice bounce off the lows. So let's see how that holds going to BABA. I'd be careful with this one overnight, right? D-Dog is another one too. This one just continues to give good pushes right here. Still inside day. The weekly strong right here, but it gave a nice push at the open, just kind of holding the 15-order blow right there. So just be careful on that one too. Piton gave a little bit of a move intraday too, around when we were in that space trade, and it's still working its way up here too. So keep an eye on that one. But on the other side of the iBuy sector is Chewy, right? So Buddy's not really happy with this one. This one really came down hard this morning. It's kind of chopping at the lows right there now, but amazing stuff there. And then UAL again, the crazy sector rotation, right? The daily chart yesterday was horrible, right? Just a horrible daily chart, right? So let's take a look here, right? Not quite increased volume, so that's kind of one of your signs to be like, maybe it's a low volume pullback, right? And they ended up gapping it down and then bouncing off it. Look how it was at the bottom of this cloud cliff too. See how that cloud kind of curled down there? Just kind of found that area and then bounced off of it today, right? And they squeezed out with that. So that's one of the things we look at the open when we go live. We look at sectors, and this is one of the ones we pointed out. We pointed out banks, we pointed out airlines, we pointed out oil, and all of those were weak yesterday, and all the money just kind of flowed back into them. They squeezed them up today. So anyway, good stuff, guys. I hope everybody's a great rest of your trading day and a wonderful weekend. We'll see you guys in the market wrap. Stay healthy out there. Remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you guys.